The Chiefs already have their targets defined, and you will certainly see one of them wearing this traditional NFL jersey. The Chiefs have an interesting situation in their wide receiver room. Xavier Worthy is coming off an impressive rookie season, and the team re-signed Hollywood Brown, but Rashee Rice could miss time with both an injury and a suspension to start the season. DeAndre Hopkins is also gone, as he bolted for Baltimore, and Justin Watson departed for Houston. The notable names in the Chiefs wide receiver room are Brown, Rice, Worthy, Sky Moore, Justin Ross, and Juju Smith-Schuster. If the team still wanted to bring in a free agent name, who are some options for them to consider at this point in the process? Tyler Lockett. I've floated this idea around before because it just makes too much sense. Tyler Lockett not only played at Kansas State, but his father, Kevin Lockett, played for the Chiefs for 4 years in the late 1990s, early 2000s. Lockett is not the same player he once was for the Seahawks, hence why they parted ways with him, but the Chiefs wouldn't need him to be that guy. Even in a down year for Seattle in 2024, Lockett still managed 600 yards and 2 touchdowns, which would be more than enough if he would have joined the Chiefs. Amari Cooper, it wasn't long ago that Chiefs fans were discussing the possibility of Amari Cooper coming to Kansas City via trade. What happened instead was that Cooper ended up in Buffalo and the Chiefs went on to trade for DeAndre Hopkins, a move that went better for KC than it did for the Bills. Cooper didn't pass the 300-yard mark in 8 games with the Bills and scored 2 touchdowns. He was mostly a non-factor for them after the trade, and a recent report indicated that he might be done as an effective player. Be that as it may, Cooper wouldn't need to be the superstar receiver he used to be for the Raiders, Cowboys, and Browns. That could make a 1-year prove-it deal worth the risk. Keenan Allen signing. Keenan Allen would do a few things for the Chiefs. First and foremost, it'd add a veteran presence to their offense. Secondly, it'd really agitate Chargers fans, as Allen spent the first 11 years of his career with the Bolts. He was traded to Chicago last offseason and played well, especially when you factor in that the Bears' offensive line barely held up long enough for Caleb Williams to get a pass off. Allen finished his lone season in Chicago with 70 catches for 744 yards and 7 trips into the end zone. He'd be an excellent veteran presence for Patrick Mahomes to throw to, and you just know this move would have Chargers fans seething Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore never quite lived up to the expectations placed on him when he entered the league as a second-round pick in 2021. While he never blossomed into a WR1, he still puts up solid WR3 numbers, finishing each of his 4 seasons with no fewer than 446 receiving yards. He's also had bad quarterbacks throwing to him, and that wouldn't be a problem in Kansas City. Moore did have a bit of an attitude when he was with the Jets, but that was back when he was still being touted as a WR11's 2-level guy. He'd likely know that wouldn't necessarily be his role in KC, but maybe he could blossom into a solid weapon for Patrick Mahomes and try to earn a big contract for the 2026 season. He is only about to turn 25 years old after all.